So we're now going to look at a really interesting product. It's called porcelain paper clay. Porcelain paper clay has been around Ireland for 15 or 20 years, but it's not available everywhere. You can make your own, but this is going to be using ready-made clay. And the product is called flax paper clay. The flax is stringy fibres, which is in the clay. It comes white, and it's a really plastic sort of product. It's very different from ordinary clay. The great thing about it is you can roll it until it is as thin as a sheet of paper. You can hold it by the corner and it won't tear because of all the flax fibres. Those fibres burn away in the kiln, but it keeps the structure of the clay very strong. Now, I'm only wearing gloves because I'm going to show you how to mix colour. We're going to start with the white and we're going to turn it into one of these colours. I'm actually going to make a fourth colour, which is a maroon. And we're going to use what's called underglaze stain. Now, it's not cheap. I just happen to have a large amount of it, but you'd probably buy it in a 100-gram bag. It'd be about 10, 15 euro, something like that. So you start with a lump of your white paper clay, make a dip in the clay, take a spoon of the glaze colour, the underglaze colour, about half a teaspoonful should do for this piece, maybe a little bit more. Now, I used to just mix this as powder, but it tends to sort of spread everywhere. So what I would suggest you do, just a tip, take a little bit of water, put a drip or two into the stain, not too much because you don't want the clay going all mushy. Stir that round. It just stops the powder being quite as powdery, if that makes sense. Put a little bit more in there. There we are, it's almost just stuck to the clay, and that's what you want. Now, I'm going to mix this somewhere else than where I'm going to work. You can mix it on a plastic bag. You've got a piece of plastic bag that can help. And now what you're going to do is you're going to fold it in on itself. I'm wearing gloves because these underglaze stains have various nasty chemicals in them. So I'm just mashing towards the centre of my piece of clay, and you want to keep doing that. It will at some point open up at the back. So be ready for that. Keep it in your hand. There we go. You see it's opened up. Now, it takes maybe 3 or 4 minutes to get that colour so that it's all dried in. If you're working over a piece of plastic bag, then the granules that fall out can be mixed into the clay. I'm now going to mix it by rolling the clay in my hands and folding it in half. It's just a good way of making sure this clay mixes. And if you don't have gloves, you'll just end up with a lot of stain on your hands. And as I say, not all those stains are good for you. So you keep doing that until the clay is evenly mixed. That's pretty much it.